أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله اصطفى آدم ونوحا وآل إبراهيم وآل عمران على العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Living with the glorious Qur'an. After what we discussed yesterday, we promised to go into a series of discussions on Allah's chosen servants. Allah has preferred them above others. They came to the world as Allah's emissaries, and they were a mercy to us, headed by their leader Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, concerning whom Allah has said in another place, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. You are sent but a mercy to humanity. So Allah has preferred Adam, according to today's verse number 33. Allah has chosen or preferred Adam and the family of Abraham, and the family of Imran above all other creatures, above the people of the worlds. This preferment is to the effect that they are chosen, guarded, and guided by Allah. So they do not err, they do not commit any iniquity, and they do not commit any mistakes as they relate with Allah's creatures. They are Allah's best creatures, the best of created beings, guarded and guided by Allah. This will lead to the story of the birth of Maryam alayhi salam, the story of her mother, the story of Mary herself as a person, and the story of her son, Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ. We shall be mentioning the English names of these messengers and servants of Allah, chosen, appointed, anointed by Him above all other creatures. I hope you will not have problem listening to the names that are the English names of these prophets. It has a meaning, as is our duty as people who are of the interfaith movement, people who are involved in interreligious understanding and dialogue, interfaith dialogue, and an attempt to bring understanding about both religions to their various adherents, and how something has connected us, but which we do not pay much attention to. إِنَّ اللَّهَ اصْطَفَى آدَمَ وَنُوحًا وَآلَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَآلَ عِمْرَانَ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ. Allah has preferred Adam and Noah, the family of Abraham and the family of Imran, above all his creatures. Adam was first mentioned in the series of prophets or names that we meet in today's verse as the first creature, the first man whom Allah created by His own hands. Bima khalaqtu biyadayya, as we read in another place, what I have created with my own hands. The first, and whom Allah has made His angels to prostrate to. They prostrated themselves before Adam. And Adam, that was admitted into Allah's paradise, Allah taught him the nature of all things, the names and nature of all things, which He has not taught even the angels. They didn't know. But Adam, the one chosen and anointed by Allah, knew those names that Allah has taught him. Noah was the second to be mentioned in the verse, the second father of humanity, the first messenger to be sent as Allah's emissary to the people. Noah brought the prohibition of the marriage between brothers and sisters. During Adam, there was no much people on the earth. and marriage was permitted between brothers and sisters. But when Noah came, when the earth was more populated than when it was during Adam, there he came with the prohibition of marriage between brothers and sisters, and also prohibition of marriage of paternal and maternal aunts. That was also prohibited during the time of Noah alayhi salam, Noah. The family of Abraham is also mentioned, which consists of Ishmael, Isaac, and Jacob, and the tribes that came after, which led to Musa alayhi salam, Moses, and whatever came of Allah's prophets of that lineage. Also, from that lineage came Ismail alayhi salam, through which we got the last and the leader of all messengers of Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The family of Imran consists of Jesus alayhi salam and his mother Mary. Inna Allah astafa Adama wa Nuhan wa ala Ibrahim wa ala Imran ala al-alamin. Allah has preferred Adam and the family of Abraham and the family of Imran above all the peoples of the world. This preferment of these names, according to some scholars, was restricted to the people of their time. Each prophet was the best of the people of his time. Another opinion says that no, they were preferred above the entire people of the world, not only restricted or confined to the people of their own time. These names that Allah has mentioned and all that consists of that family and that lineage are all preferred and made to be better than the entire people of the world, than the entire people of the world. ذرية بعضها من بعض والله سميع عليم. They were descendants one of another, and Allah is hearer and knower. They were descendants either by blood or by lineage. They were like one family. Or they were descendants one of another through righteousness. They agree, they converge on one thing, and that is the obedience and hearkening to whatever Allah has ordered. That is another opinion. When we meet tomorrow, we shall commence a fresh discussion or a continuation of it, which will lead us to the birth of Maryam alayhi salam, as I said during the introduction of this program, and the birth of Isa, her son, Jesus Christ, and before that, the birth of Yahya, John, who came to confirm what Jesus Christ has brought. These three narratives will show us the power of Allah in doing and determining what He wants. The wife of Imran, that was the mother of Maryam alayhi salam, was a very old woman, and she was sitting one day under the shade of a tree, and she saw a bird feeding its young one, a chick, and she developed at that moment in time the love to have a child. So she prayed Allah, in spite of the fact that I am old, oh Allah, if you give me a child at this age, I will consecrate that child to your special service in the mosque in Jerusalem. And Allah answered her prayer, and she conceived. And after conception, her husband died. So she continued and carried Mary to term as a widow. But when she delivered the baby, she was taken aback because the baby now appeared to be a female child. And a female child, according to their law, has restriction. Allah will not accept for the service in the mosque a female child because of restriction that it is in the religion at the time. Their part of their Sharia would not accept that. When she saw that what she delivered was a female child, she started apologizing as if it was her fault that she didn't give birth to a male child. And that is what we are going to see tomorrow. What happened, whether Allah accepted the babe or not. Inshallah, we shall see the beginning of that long narrative tomorrow. And we said there are three different stories that we shall see: the birth of Mary, the birth of John, and the birth of Jesus Christ. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.